Hey y'all. Get on in here, get in here, get in here. Please get in here. We had to come on out. We had to come on out. So hopefully I can catch everybody who is off work and available. Because us got to talk. Apparently it's a free-for-all. Everybody versus everybody. At this point. Everybody versus everybody. Everybody is fighting. They all in the street. They pulling hair. I'm kidding. They not pulling hair, but it's getting close. It's getting close. By the time, things have devolved to a point where they are taking pictures of tombstones, it's a free-for-all. I got the vertical going the same time as our regular live. If you're on the vertical, hey, I'm pointing to you over here. I got y'all up so that you'll know that I'm live, just in case StreamYard don't tell nobody. Linnell, don't forget to leave this live and come to the other one. We only got this one up. If I'm pointing to you over here, leave this live and come to the other one, okay? But yeah, so things out of control. The sneak peek is out for RHOP, and there's some verses on there too, and we got to get into that. We got to get into it. Some stuff is what we thought it was. Some stuff ain't what we thought it was, and so we may as well dig in now, because ain't no telling what we're gonna run into the rest of this week. I got one of those feelings like my spidey senses are tingling at the back of my neck. Thank you, Quiet Storm. Y'all, Quiet Storm was checking on me. She wanted to make sure I made home safe, and she was worried. I made it home safe, and I had a good driver this time. This was somebody that was actually saved that was driving, so I was safe. Hey, Delicia, I only got this live up to let y'all know I'm on the other live, just in case they don't send out notifications. I did vertical and regular, so we on the regular StreamYard live, but I got this up just to let y'all know to come over here. Linnell and made it over. Delicia, come on over, girl. I want to make sure we grab all our sisters. Make sure we don't lose nobody, okay? But yeah, child, it was a little crazy. It got a little crazy. All right. But yeah, on the way over there, because the way over there, that young man pissed me all the way off. When I say all the way off, that young man pissed me all the way off. It's a whole lot going down. Peanut just texted me. It was like, she said she coming. She said she was going to say it's a lot happening. It's too much going on. So we got to go on and dig into it. Not only do we have T.I. and his entire family versus 50 Cent, 2 quarters, half a dollar, whatever y'all want to call Curtis these days. We got Karen versus Wendy. We got Monique Samuels versus Chris Samuels. We got Stacy Roush versus The Truth. We just had the boxing match yesterday with Clarissa and Franchon. Then, as if that wasn't enough, it's the next day, and they talking about Evie. No, this ain't the main live. This the vertical. Leave this one and come over to the main one. I'm gonna shut this one down in just a second, and then you'll be on the other one. So then they saying that she was check Lemuel Plumber because of something went on where some girl named Summer, I guess, is on the baddest show. She didn't want the girl to get jumped on or beat up or whatever. So you got that going on. We ain't even gonna get into it. It's just so much happening. So we just got to talk about everything. All the messes on the table, and we're not leaving nothing. Okay. Fatima, that's my girl. She said, I ran, not walk. Love you so much, beautiful. Love you too. That's right, y'all. Bubbles, everybody bubbles. So let's do the housekeeping real quick, and then I'm going to greet who's in the room since everybody's slowly making their way in. The trucking got to keep on rolling. So, housekeeping, please hit the like button. Please put your like number in the chat. Y'all know how I go. If I don't have to beg, we can play the lottery, but I'm not going to do it if I have to beg, and I mean that, because that's just the least. Also, your engagement button, which is on the bottom right-hand side, it's a circle with the heart emoji. It looks like a little heart, How y'all do it on social media? It's got a heart in it. And so the circle with the heart emoji at the bottom of your screen, bottom right-hand side, if you tap that, a little pull-up menu or pop-up menu is going to show where you can hit any emoji you want, and that sends out bubbles. So please hit that. Send up the bubbles. I like bubbles. Please give a girl a bubble, okay? Hey, Delicia, she made her way on over. If y'all must cuss in my chat, if you just can't control it, and somebody do something so ridiculous that a cuss word come bubbling up through your throat and out your lips, please misspell the cuss words. I don't care if you cuss, just spell it wrong, please. Also, please make sure y'all are greeting folks. Be kind to everybody. No disrespect to anybody that's ever going to be allowed on this channel. Some folks allow that on their platforms. Y'all know I never have since we started this channel, and I never will. So be kind to my moderators. They're very lovely ladies. You can see them all in the chat. All these lovely, gorgeous ladies with wrenches. Please make sure that you all are kind to them, and they're going to keep the chat safe for you and everybody else. Evie says she want to talk about Cardi clearing the politician. Yeah, because Cardi versus the politician. Yes, absolutely. I told you it's a versus right now. It's everybody versus everybody. We got Cardi versus politicians. We got 50 versus a whole family and they dragging it. We got disc records. We got the girls on RHOP versus each other. We got Stacy versus the truth. We got Mexico versus his goddamn self. Everybody want to whoop everybody. So we're just gonna talk about it because it ain't gonna go away. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna talk about Curtis. We're gonna talk about $50. We're gonna talk about $50 Jackson. Matter of fact, that's his new name. I ain't waiting on approval. We're gonna talk about $50 Jackson because $50 Jackson been asking for it for a long time. Long time. So we're gonna get into it. And also, real quick, if you see somebody you have not seen in a while, tell them you're glad to see them. Welcome them in. If this is your first time hanging with us, please put FTL for First Time Live so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are indeed happy to have you here. Okay. And yeah, that's how that go. And if you see somebody that's new, y'all know the rules. We spam the chat with the word welcome because we are the only family that still got that glue and holding ourselves together after all this time. So please make sure that we govern ourselves accordingly. I'm her. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, Lucretia. Listen, y'all, this ain't the main live. I'm getting ready to end this live, but we still live right here on this channel. So when I end this one, if y'all just hit the circle with my face in it, like bop me in the middle of the forehead, it'll bring you to the other live, okay? So come on over. We got to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. I'm her, Lucretia. I'm so happy to see both of y'all. Y'all come over, okay? Love y'all. See y'all on the inside. Lord, Stacy versus the truth is a word. she should scorch. She would scorch in the face of the way of the truth and the light. She would. She really would. At this point, I don't know if Stacy can walk in a church safely. I don't know that she can. Even say the whole world is bad as at this point. Yep. Quiet Storm say it's Stacy versus a toothbrush and deodorant. Well, she married into them other people. Maybe she trying to keep their customs, because they always, educate us on their customs and how they don't bathe and stuff. Maybe that's one of the customs. I feel like she bathes, but maybe the deodorant is what they don't really like, or I don't know. I'm grasping at straws trying to explain it. I'm sorry. He say 2 quarters should have known better than to talk about somebody living mother when his mama is in a public graveyard. Yeah. Hey, Rochelle, let me greet who's here. And then we're going to start digging into this and his stuff. Okay. Magaline Lamar's #1. DJ Des, hey, stranger. She is here. She just came back from a 9-day cruise to Trinidad on Carnival. I'm glad you made it back, girl. I heard one of them Carnival boats ran out of gas or the engine quit or something in the middle of the water. I don't know what they did. Hey, happy to be happy, but I'm so glad you back, girl. I'm glad you made it back. Everybody don't make it back safe off them cruises. Auntie Eva's #5. Thank you for being #2. Happy to be happy. My girl Lauren Brown is #7. D Crazy D Amazing DS is coming in hot at #6. All right, Texas Passion, what's going on, boo? #9. Quiet Storm is also #9. Yes, sir. Quiet Storm had my back. She was gonna make sure that the next Uber driver didn't try nothing funny. Okay. Hey, Lynette, thank you for being #12, boo. Peanut is 18. Y'all come on through and please hit the like button. Please don't make me beg. I ain't been able to play the like lottery in so long because every doggone time I got to stop and beg for likes. Y'all know that ain't right. Hey, Camille Fun, what's going on, sis? Hit that like button. LEL up in her. Up in her, up in her. All right, all right. Delicia, thank you for being number 21. My sis, Lulu's little girl, number 19. All right, all right. So, yeah, we got to get into all of it. It's so much going on. I don't know what else to do. Rochelle, thank you for being 25. Even say I ain't watched the season, but looking at the reunion, Angel is so frumpy, and that Lisp and Jessie is pretty well. I think Jessie is a pretty girl. I think she dress herself weird and she do her hair weird, but I think she's a pretty girl. I think she's a pretty girl. I do. Y'all don't think Jessie pretty? I think she a pretty girl. I think she is. In a Disney princess kind of way, you know? But listen, let's get ready to get into what's going on. Hey, Miss Nisi, thank you for being 29. Y'all, come on, run my likes up. Run my likes up, please, and thank you. I got some other opinions too. Let me screenshot this so I don't forget to talk about what I want to talk about. And I'm gonna go so far as to say it's everybody versus Christians too. If you say it's versus you too. You say Jessie looked like she's had bad surgery on her face, and that's what her mama gave her. That's lit her face. The face has not changed. The old pictures, new pictures, face. Jessie's pretty much dressed like a wedding bouquet. Jessie came up in there with that Count Blackula wig on, looking like somebody had chased her down the street, whipping her tail with a bouquet of roses. Now I don't know what that was for. But yeah, I don't know why she, decided to come in looking like the bride threw her across the room. Priscilla Clemens, thank you for being number 33. Michael Alexander, as I live and breathe, how have you been? It's so good to see you. All right. So look, not the bride of it. You really gonna put her as Pennywise baby mama? Is that what we do? Wouldn't that be Ashley with that forehead? Wouldn't it be her? Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady, is in the house. Y'all hit the bubbles, hit my likes. Moderators, watch them, make sure my likes is right. I don't want to have to stop to beg them because we finna take off. Thank you for being number 34, Michael. We finna take off. Okay, so let's go ahead and put Tom Broads out the way first. And I mean out the way because there's other stuff going on. First of all, the sneak peeks is out. And with the sneak peeks out, we done found out that the comment that was said, hey, follow me back. The comment that was said by Andy when he was telling Wendy, it looked like you waiting on Stacy to confess. Hey, Tracy Lashley, girl, we live on YouTube. We live on YouTube right now. Come on over, sis. Y'all know I have to go live a few places to make sure we grab all our family. Because, YouTube treat us dirty over here. But it is what it is. This is where we meet up to talk about their business, and we ain't finna stop. So look. It wasn't necessarily, I think, as a matter of fact, not necessarily, it wasn't about the caring of it all. It was about what Monique showed. So basically, Monique can't play whatever it is because she did get a cease and desist. So she could play it, but they can't air it. You get what I'm saying? Bravo can't air it. But so when Monique played it, all you could hear was a beep sound because they couldn't let us hear anything but Monique's voice. And so this apparently was another party who don't even know Stacy that's saying Stacy's name as the person who running stuff back to Chris. But let me tell y'all what they saying is being ran back. So what they saying is being ran back is that somehow or another, I guess while they was on the trip or whatever, somebody went back and told, which at this point, I'm going to just go out on a limb and tell y'all, I believe Stacy did it. I do, because she's nasty. She is a nasty person, and I'm not done with that either. But Tracy Lashley's number 40. She didn't get the notification. I told you that's why I be going live on Instagram. I do a vertical and a regular live. Make sure I try to catch everybody and I put the notifications up on the community wall and in Discord, because YouTube won't put you out there. So you have to kind of like help yourself. Thank you for being number 40, sis. Okay. Hey, Passionate Polly says, crazy that Stacy came on this show and became the star. Everything revolves around her. I don't see it that way, Passionate Polly, but welcome. Are you new? If this your first time, please let us know so we can welcome you. Y'all welcome Passionate Polly, because I would remember that name. Welcome, honey. Y'all spam the chat with the word welcome. Everybody's welcome here, no matter who you like. This ain't no stand page. And I don't really like none of them, baby, so I drag everybody. If I catch them wrong, I'm dragging. I will drag them until there's no skin left on their knees. Oh, yes. So please, if you can handle it, please don't let this be your last time. Come and come again. You welcome once, you welcome twice. You welcome 3 times in Jesus Christ. Okay, make sure you come back. You are highly, highly welcome, honey. You are highly welcome. So look. Not only, I'm assuming it's that Aspen trip, but she said something about, oh, you came in my room and I went in your room. So I'm assuming it had to be the Aspen trip, because Monique didn't go with them to Nevis, right? Okay, so dig this. Apparently, what was taken to Chris was that Monique was filming with her children. So I don't know whether she went into Monique's room and Monique was on a video call with her children. Something happened on that trip where Stacy was like, well, yeah, because I went in your room because you went in my room. And it's like, girl, that don't explain nothing. If in fact is what I'm thinking, and this is due to a video call, and maybe she thought that production was going to show the children on the screen or whatever like that, that's kind of messed up. Because Andy Cohen asked Stacy straight up, did you go back and tell him that she was filming with her children? And it sounds to me like even Andy ain't buying the bull crap. Now, I know Stacy got some weird fans out there. And, for whatever reason, no matter how despicable her behavior is, they think it's so cute. They go up for it. Oh, yeah, she's that girl. Oh, her lies is so cute. We love when people lie. It's so wonderful. They did the same thing to Mia. And then when Mia took them lies too far, the same people that was cheering her on for being the liar extraordinaire, they turned on her. Y'all ran Mia all the way off social media. Mia had to end her doggone whole social media thing. I'm sorry. My face be telling on me. Sometimes I get messages and then I don't know how not to let my face do stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. So look. Hey, Aaliyah Brittany. Yeah, if she did that, she is disgusting. If she truly did that. Those of y'all who on Instagram, we ending this, y'all come over to YouTube, okay? So dig. If she was the one in the room, let's talk about this like realistically. Kayana was not at the cabin with the girls. Can we be honest? Kayana was not with them. Kayana was with her strange friend with the list, Angel, and Tia, and her bad wig. Kayana was with the lisp and the wig in the big house. All the people that's like online twisting themselves into a knot trying to make this be Kayana. Kayana has been extremely annoying, dishonest, and everything else this season. But we can't twist this into a knot and make it be her, because she wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my goodness, Michael Alexander sent me a cash app. This is my first support the whole day. Let me send a heart back. This is my brother. Hold on. I wish I would move on and don't send a heart back. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. So dig. Kiana wasn't there. So we can't say that. DSA, I guess Stacey have to steal some furniture like Mia for others to see how she is. I guess she gonna have to steal furniture. She gonna have to do a lot of nasty stuff before they finally admit that she's a disgusting person. Hey, political junkie, how you doing, Sharon? Good to see you, sis. Auntie Kimmy Kim, how you doing, sis? It's good to see you. Make sure y'all hit that like button, run my likes up, okay? And do I have bubbles? Do I need to check or can I trust y'all? Yeah, Michael, thank you so much. The beautiful Bianca is in the chat, y'all. Our head moderator, our head archangel is in the chat, keeping it safe, okay? There's no way anybody could have done that but her, because how else would they get it? Unless Stacy gonna try to convince us that you saw her talking to the children on the video phone and you told somebody else and they repeated it, which would still beg the question, why would you even go tell that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, it's just weird. So when everybody's like, Stacy, this is messed up, this is not cool, Wendy wasn't saying nothing. Let's be very clear. Wendy Osefo was saying nothing. And I'm going to get to her next. When we get to the Karen and the Wendy of it all, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I think. Okay? Wendy wasn't saying nothing. Andy was like, Wendy, you basically, so you still want to back her up. So Andy was like, I watch people's faces and you looking like you waiting on her to confess. And Wendy was like, no, I'm not waiting on her to confess. I just see that the tables is turning and everybody pointing their finger at her. And so she left it at that. So then she asked Monique, well, Monique, do you believe it? Like, what do you think or whatever? And Monique kept it real. Like, the people that keep trying to charge the pretty tax to Monique are making me tired. Like, listen, the attacks on pretty people must stop. Wait until the pretty person does something. Don't just be angry because they pretty. Like, it's going to be okay. All right? All of us don't look like living baby dolls. Monique is gorgeous. It's nothing anybody can do about it. Okay? I'm not going to attack that lady just because she's pretty and pretend like she's doing stuff when she's not. Because when Wendy put that to Monique, Monique was like, look, I don't care if they dating. Like, that's cool. She's beautiful on the show. She's hilarious. But she made it clear. She was like, the only thing for me is, it'll cross the line if you taking stuff I say back to this man. In which I could see Monique on that. Because at the end of the day, Chris is her ops. Chris don't mean Monique no good. Chris is bitter. And this is just my opinion. And it don't mean nothing outside of my opinion. But in my opinion, Chris is bitter because Monique, number one, got her divorce. Number two, you had to pay that settlement. Number three, if she go back to working with Bravo, then where does that leave you? And we already heard Andy Cohen say they've been trying to get her back. So she wasn't in no position begging for no job back. So that should quiet a lot of the dumb stuff online. Because Monique ain't just dying to be on the show. Andy Cohen told y'all out his own mouth they tried to get her way back in season 2 of Ultimate Girls Trip, and he said, his words, not mine, that she gave him a hard no. So Chris is mad because she's somebody without you. People still are seeking after her. She's still beautiful. She still got that divorce. She still got away from you. According to her, you ain't gonna never enter her again. She don't want that man. This ain't about that. Like she say, she just don't want stuff she say to be took back and handed to him to use as ammo against her, because that man is her ops. Chris Samuels don't mean that lady no good. He don't. So she tried. That's right. Because here's the thing, political junkie. When people try to charge the pretty tax, especially to Black women, it's never pretty jokes. The pretty tax shows up in insults. It shows up in calling people whores when you ain't never seen them sleep with nobody. It shows up in saying they lying when you can't prove it. It shows up when they, somebody can harm them and people will do this and pretend they don't see it. That's how the pretty tax shows up. And people, black people in our community, we do it a lot. You let a Black woman be pretty and thin and have a head full of hair and a little bit of money in her pocket and a little bit of status, and she's going to become the daughter of Beelzebub, who sacrifices kittens and baby monkeys and rides zebras at midnight to Satanist revivals and stuff. Like, people make up ridiculous stories and lie on pretty people all the time. And it's not cool, and it ain't cute. It's not cool, and it ain't cute. And we got to stop it. We got to call a thing a thing. Yeah, Chris is mad that she got away. Chris is pissed off because Monique escaped. So anybody at all who would sit around this lady, wait for her to talk, and go back and repeat everything she say to try to get that man ammunition to work against her, you a slimy human being, and there's no way around it. You are a slimy human being if you can do that. Now, with that being said, that's what Andy Cohen was asking Wendy. Now, where this thing get funny to me, is when it gets to the Wendy and the Karen of it all. Karen, like I was thinking, I thought when Andy asked that it was about Wendy and Stacy or whatever. But Karen's issue with Wendy was very much, Stacy told you some bull crap. I say I didn't do that. You took Stacy's word and went to acting a donkey. Wendy had no rebuttal for that. Wendy didn't have no rebuttal for that. So guess what Wendy did? She lied on Karen. Sure did. She sat there and told Karen, you called my mama a witch. Then production playback rolled the beautiful bean footage. Karen didn't call her mama no witch. Karen told her apparently they was picking out silverware for Wendy's 40th birthday party. And Karen told her, when them people were sitting up calling your mama a witch, I had your back. That's what she said. Yep, I'm glad she back too. You know, I just hope she's more interesting now that she quote unquote healed, because she was boring as hell before, but I like to look at her because she real pretty. Miss Diaz says somebody need to trip Stacy and give her a mint. I really hope somebody does something with her. Monique didn't want Chris when they was together. That's how men are. A lot of them don't necessarily want you when they with you. They just don't want you to be happy and have no peace nowhere else. They want to feel like you need them or that you got to run behind them. And I think his ego took a hit and he has not been able to bounce back. Evie say Stacy the type of hoe get a girl murked. Mo need to hire some of her poor cousins to handle that. She sure do. She need to call some of her kinfolks to stomp her out. Because I'm sorry, but I absolutely believe Stacy did that. And I think it's disgusting. Listen, she did that. I'm going to play the audio. You know, we can't play no video when it comes to Bravo because you know how they treat us over here. But I want y'all to hear exactly what was said. And Wendy was like, you call my mama a witch. You use the W word. Girl, shut up. Passionate Polly said Wendy and Karen had an alliance. Unfortunately, it expired. Karen never liked Wendy and vice versa. So hopefully we see them clash season 11. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. Karen is not finna give Wendy all that energy, and Wendy is not going to know what to do with Karen. Remember, Wendy tried to clash with Karen before, and Karen turned it into a whole joke. Now you slithering. Yeah, she never said that about her mama. So it's like the fact that you could lie on somebody just to get yourself out of the fact that you listened to somebody you just met. Now that you're learning is a bold-faced habitual liar. Like, girl, you look stupid. But Wendy does not have the humility or the sincerity to say, I jumped the gun and ran my mouth and I was wrong. But that ain't what she did. Instead, she lied on Karen to her face. So listen, y'all. Let me see if y'all can hear it.
Thank you.
Hold on.
When you were also upset last year's reunion because Karen didn't thank you.
I want to thank those who truly touched my heart in this whole process. I want to thank Giselle, my girl Kay, and Andy Cohen. You came through. I think it's interesting that she didn't thank Wendy. That's not my friend. You can give your flowers to whomever you choose. I would be not being truthful to myself if I didn't say, oh, I feel a sting from that.
I think that it's important to deal in reality, even though we're on a show. Let's be honest. You and I became distant because I feel betrayed by you. I just felt like you betrayed me when you went over to Stacy. Was self-absorbed, wasn't a girl's girl, and she would never be my friend.
Wendy, you were also upset.
The betrayal was from you. I remember very specifically when we sat down to pick out dining wear for my 40th birthday party. And you referenced my mother as a witch when your back was against the wall and people were attacking your mother, calling her a witch. I had your back. My question to you is, why weren't you unwavering in support of me? When people are dragging you about this whole DUI thing, I have held you down till today. So for you to specifically bring up my mother thing and then use the W word towards my mom, I would expect what you did from the other ladies. I would have expected that from you. You weren't hurt. Go ahead. You betrayed me. You called my mother. You called my mother a witch. For you to sit here and act like I took some pride in using that word disgusts me. You're the one that brought it up.
Girl, she wasn't bringing the situation up to rub nothing in your face. Wendy is being disingenuous. She's being dishonest. Now I see why she likes Stacy. Now I see why you like Stacy, just like you did your mama. You're disrespectful. Wendy's really like a real piece of garbage. Like, I'm over it. I told y'all, when she disrespected her mother, I was done. But this is like, girl, what's past done? What's the word for overdone, overcooked? What's the word for it? Because that's what I am where Wendy Osefo is concerned. That lady didn't call your mama no witch, and she just sat her funky behind up there on that stage and said, you called my mother a witch. You liar. She literally said, I had your back when them people was attacking your mama and calling her that. She didn't say your mama's a witch. I backed you up while your mama was being a witch. She said, I had your back while them people was attacking your mama and calling her a witch. And what that says to me, guarantee you, she done went and told Miss Susan that lie that Karen called her a witch too. Wendy ain't dumb. She playing dumb. It don't land. It never lands. It never lands. She can't play dumb appropriately. Because what she did was, when she got held accountable for being a scumbag, because if I'm your friend, somebody come tell me you said something, I'm coming to you. I'm not going to take their word for it and go to popping off, because who the hell does that? Burnt, that's what I should say. Okay, I'm not done with Wendy. I'm burnt on Wendy. Thank y'all. Hey, the divine Miss M, thank you for being number 53, boo. Belize and JB sliding in. She number 56. All right. Aries Sun, hey, boo. She number 55. But that did it for me. I'm like, wow. Now that, at the reunion last year, when Karen did not address her, I had the feeling then that was why. You took Stacy's word on some stuff and ran off at the mouth. Now here you are, a whole reunion later, a whole season later, and you have found out that Stacy is a habitual liar. Stacy can't tell the truth about nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. One who cares, thank you for being number 55 too. Oh, you number 56? All right, Lance. All right. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Yvette, our Birmingham beauty, is in the house. Hey, girl. Tell the children auntie said, hey. So rather than just say I messed up, I ran off at the mouth, she lied on Karen to her face. And I'm sorry. Now I'm looking at you the same way I look at Mia, the same way I look at Ashley, the same way I look at Stacy, the same way I look at Drew, the same way I look at Angela Oakley. You're the type of person that will lie on someone to their face. And I'm going to say this before I move on to the next order of business. A person that will lie on you to you, like you don't know that they lied, that's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous person. She should have just kept it funky. At the end of the day, perfect example, Vet, my girl. If somebody come to me and say, girl, Vet, need to trim your ends and your hair is dry and brittle and your skin need to be moisturized because she could see your pores and you ain't all that no way because your gray hair look a little dingy. I'm not finna listen to that and be like, well, who Vet thinks she talking to? And she just thinks she all that because she stay in Birmingham. And why would I go do that? I'm gonna go to my girl, be like, that, you know, that heifer came to me and said, you said yada yada yada. Or if I'm there and you in front of my friend telling my friend to her face she said something, my friend say that whole line, I know you don't believe that, because we heard Karen say, Wendy, you believe that? Instead of her saying, nah, if my dog say she ain't said it, she ain't said it. Wendy slime. So she did what slime do. And now to me, it's just very interesting. It's very interesting because now here you are in this spot, and the person that you bet on a horse with a bum leg. Now everybody, as you say, the tables done turned and everybody's fingers is pointing at Stacy. Now, one more thing. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, Vet wouldn't do me like that. So if she say she ain't said it, and somebody come tell me, yes, she did. Yes, she did. She said that. I'm be like, my friend say she ain't said that. And leave us alone before we jump you. Simple, right? That's what I think. That's what I think. But that ain't what Wendy did, because, you know, she not like us, I guess. So one more thing before we slide on to the entire Harris family versus $50, 50 cents, what y'all call it. This whole thing with Kiana and Stacy is irritating my nerves. It's irritating my nerves. That whole situation where they're like, oh, she's being aggressive, this and that. Kay finally was able to put her words together. And then I looked online and I saw something that dug at the back of my neck. I saw Black women sitting there pretending not to know what Stacy did to that girl. Because you're not going to convince me all this evidence and y'all still don't know what happened. We watched Stacy accuse that girl of yelling at her for production to play back the tape, and Kiana hadn't raised her voice. We sat there and watched Stacy at Ashley's weird brothel stripper bloom party accuse Kiana of wanting to fight her, and all she did was answer a question that Ashley asked her. Ashley asked Kiana a question. Kiana wasn't even talking to Stacy like that. Ashley asked her a question. Kiana answered the question, and Stacy turned around and said, oh, see, she always want to fight me. She's so, she's so negative. She want to fight me. We watched her antagonize Kiana when they were going to the Preakness event. Kiana had been harassing Wendy, hadn't said nothing to Stacy. They on the van heading to Preakness. She's steady antagonizing Kiana. Kiana was like, child, I don't care nothing about Stacy. Why? Where's that coming from? Where's that attitude? And she sat there and antagonized that girl and antagonized that girl and antagonized that girl until she got a response. And then the minute she got a response, see, I told y'all she was aggressive. Put one in the chat if that ain't white women tactics. That's all I'm gonna say. If that's not toxic white woman, if that's toxic white woman tactics, please put a one in the chat. Because I need somebody to explain to me why we got Black women going up for that like that's cool. Because I don't think it's cool, especially considering who she is and how she lived and what she's shown us. The fact that the people who were attacking her were of a certain complexion, and she didn't have none of that for them, but she had all that energy for the only Black presenting other foundational Black American girl on that cast. That was disgusting. It was anti-Black, and I'm never going to be okay with Stacy. And then she sat her funky, bad-bodied, hoe, flat behind, plastic wig wearing tail on that stage and was like, well, I'm a Black woman too, but she has to act accordingly. She didn't do nothing to you. You provoked and provoked, and the minute she gave you a reaction, you used that as justification for your prior attacks. And you're getting away with it because Kiana is not intelligent or savvy enough. And I'm going to say that. And this ain't based on her Blackness. It's based on her behavior. She has shown that she's not intelligent or savvy enough to call you on your crap in a way that you can't weasel out of it. What she should have did was sparked up a Black and Mild and let that plastic wig on your head go whoosh. Sitting up there with that big petroleum product makes me sick. And you're right. She been hurt since the slither. She was hurt before the slither because she came on the show telling people, oh, I know Karen. And Karen was like, girl, I don't know you. We done been on the same committee before, but I don't know you. She been bitter ever since then. But the idea that you sat up there, took sides with a liar, didn't know she was a big liar at the time, I give her that. But once you find out that something ain't true and you're stuck, your only way out is to lie on the person that you stabbed in the back. Girl, I see you. I see you. And I'm not surprised because I saw how you stabbed your mama in the back for your no good daddy who didn't give a darn to care. He didn't give a darn. He didn't care if you had a crust of bread. This man called you spilled milk in a 10-minute phone call and you turned on your mama for him. She reminds me of OG from Basketball Wives. I don't know, because OG didn't lie on nobody. OG was annoying in her own way, but OG didn't lie on nobody. Them whores lied on her. Girl, you missed all of it. I don't know how you missed everything, girl, but yes. Yes, girl, a black and mild. So she should have sparked up. Somebody need to spark up a black and smoke real close to that petroleum wig Stacy got on her head. I'm sick of her. And thank y'all for the ones in the chat, because I was like, am I going crazy? Am I looking at something different? That girl wasn't doing nothing to Stacy. You harassed and picked and poked, harassed and picked and poked. Giselle and Ashley gave you hell, wore you for a shoe. Giselle did not let you get away with lying, point blank lying on that reunion stage, and Ashley was not letting you get away from the TJ of it all either. And that lawsuit and the fact that that man went and filed paperwork with them people because you promised to pay him, signed a promissory note between the two of y'all and didn't pay that money. Okay? So at the end of the day, she didn't have none of that for them. She wasn't calling them aggressive. Ashley was yelling, screaming everywhere you seen her. Ashley is like embarrassing you, telling people your breath stank. We wouldn't even know that your mouth was hot like that if Ashley hadn't told it. But you're not calling her aggressive. I guess Ashley complexion is so close to Timu complexion that she don't see the aggression there. She only see the aggression when the complexion is closer to her own. Because we all know she don't think she black, because she said Arabella don't get to be around black women like her mammy ain't black from Detroit. But anyway, yeah, OG held them hoes. She held them to the fire. Oh, you meant Kristen calling OG aggressive for no reason? Yes. Kristen definitely pulled some anti-black bull crap. You on the money, and that's what Stacy did to this girl. And the fact that people refuse to see it or pretending not to see it is throwing me for a loop. So let's get into what is going on in the blogs with the Harris family, i.e. Clifford, Tiny, and Kane and them. Because there I say the mama involved too. You know what I'm saying? Because she was looking real sporty in that video with Tip. And if the people, flag me or something, I may have to cut this part out later. If it do it, don't it is what it is, right? But we're going to talk about it. So yeah, we got a child. All this started while I'm pulling this up. Let me just tell you. All of this started because T.I. was like, let's do a versus. Tip versus 50 Cent. 50 Cent didn't want to do a versus, which I understand. You don't want to do a versus because you don't have a catalog to go up against Tip. Let's just call it like it is. You don't have it. Is that a diss? No. A lot of people don't have it. A catalog. Everything TIP put out had the whole world rocking and bopping. When I say everybody, I can't think of one song T.I. put out that did not have the whole world rocking. So yeah, I can see why you would be not in a hurry to do a versus with him, not with 50 Cent ego. His ego won't let him do nothing like that because he gotta feel like, he king ding-a-ling. And it's hard to feel like that. You go do a versus and he know the whole world is gonna be like, yeah, Tip ate you up, because Tip catalog will eat you up. And like I said, it shouldn't be that bad, because at the end of the day, Tip catalog will eat a lot of people up. But T.I. just can't stand for that because, his ego and whatnot. And, he done acted so ugly. He done talked so much trash. He done said so much stuff about so many people. He is afraid of people giving him that same energy. And with as nasty as he has been, he knows he going to get the energy back. He knows he's going to get that energy back. He know it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I tripping? I ain't even finna talk about it though. I ain't finna do it. See, I know when you know situations be trying to set me up. I know it. Hold on. Y'all, something funny going on. Something funny. I ain't gonna say nothing just yet. I'm gonna wait. Oh Lord, it's everybody versus everybody. J. Cole in the mix too. It's everybody versus everybody. I don't even know what else to say at this point. I'm tired. Let's just say that. I'm tired. If ain't nobody else tired, I'm tired. So let's try to get back to where this starts from. Oh Lord. So it was all behind the verses. He didn't want to do the verses. That's cool. That's no problem. Then he started acting up, posting pictures of Tiny and everything like that. And you know, him and T.I. going back and forth, y'all two full grown men. It kind of just is what it is, in my opinion, and it's par for the course. But once we take it to the women and the children and the mamas, it's like, okay, so we've somehow derailed. So let me go and share the screen. Right. Let me share the screen. This is a mess, child. Yeah, then we got to get into Cardi B versus the White House admin. Then we got to get into Lord, it's just so much. Everybody versus everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. Tonight is everybody versus everybody. Let me make sure y'all can see, because we got us a mess on our hands. Is what we got. Y'all like this video? Where my likes at, mods? And do I have bubbles? Does I have bubbles? Let me check my bubbles. I need to see. Does I have bubbles? Does I got them? I hope I got some. Okay. I got some bubbles. All my likes is good too. Peanut, text me a like number. Text me a like number where we could play the lottery. Okay. So look. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Text me a like number, Peanut. Y'all know the rules of the like lottery, right? Your like number is your lottery number. If I call your number, you got 2 minutes to report to the chat with your like number and your Cash App. You can only play the like lottery if you have Cash App. Okay. All right. The like number is 33. Like number 33. Whoever got number 33, you have 2 minutes by 27 after the hour to holler at me with your like number and your Cash App. Number 33. Number 33. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for the bubble check. Thank you. All right, let's get it going. 27 after the hour for 33.
Who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
Oh, wow.
My wife
Says nigga, go put some fly.
celebration. Top. Well, that shit stop right now.
Yeah, you say you done with that.
That shit stop right now, goddammit. The king say that shit stop. He say he the king of New York, and if he don't want to do it, and one of them other niggas up there who got a goddamn catalog want to pull up, tell him come see the king. Don't come around me. Come sit down with me.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, too. I'm here for it.
Tell him come see. Goddammit, Andre told him the South had something to say, and I'm saying it.
You saying what needs to be said, blah blah.
Hey, period. Ain't no motherfucking dispute. We the shit. They last year. We the future. So anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we're going to start with 50. And if he don't want to do it, then we're going to go pick somebody else. But in order for him to not, he either going to have to accept the challenge or bitch up.
Ooh.
Those top. Well, that shit stop right now.
Yeah, you say you done with that.
That shit stop right now, goddammit.
Okay, so this where it got hot, because he's like, you know, at the end of the day, you either come on up to the table or you gonna hold up. You hold up. Like, ain't no way out of that. You hold up. You got scared because you couldn't go toe-to-toe with Clifford Harris on that catalog. So you sat back there and started playing on the internet. So 50 had posted talking about King, calling him King Rat. And Tip, Mr. TIP, coming live from the VIP, he said, you playing on my name when only one of us is a rat in real life. You know I got your paperwork right, and my transcript is available online. Your excuses is useless. You a whole A in the box. Wait, whole A in the butt. What? Oh, get your whole A in the booth. Or shut the F up. Y'all, it's small. I was about to say, wait, am I saying something on a graphic? What is going on? Okay. Or shut the F up. And live in your, you know, they be blocking out the cuss words. Yo, F and something. You soft. See, something. I don't know. You lost my respect. Called him a bird. I think that's a bird emoji. Let's get to the next slide.
You.
Yes, sir.
But if you get a chance, you hear me? You hear me, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you get a chance,
yes, sir.
Please tell 50 bring his ass on out here and get this smoke.
Oh, Jesus.
Please tell 50 Cent get his hit records and come on and sit down and see what the South got to say. Goddamn it!
Jesus Christ! You say you want that man to see all full-fledged what the South got.
I want him to see what the South got to say. Now listen, hey, I'm the king below the Mason-Dixon line, king of the South. I speak for all of the Southern people. New York been saying shit under their breath about us and having little bullshit, slick ass comments about us, thinking it's all slow down.
And they have, and they ain't gave us nothing but Joey Badass. I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't getting in it. I am not getting in it. Nope.
Yeah, but they want to come down here and go to our malls and go to our clubs, but then they want to kick it like, nigga, we substandard when they get back up top. Well, celebrate you.
Yes, sir.
But if you get a chance, you hear me? You hear me, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you get a chance,
yes, sir.
Please tell 50 bring his ass on out here and get this smoke.
Yeah, and Kevin Hart was nervous because he didn't even want to try to relay the message, but Clifford done made it clear. And I like that Clifford responded, because at the end of the day, let me say this before we go to the next slide. I'm so tired of people who've been civilians their whole life. Let me make my head a little bit bigger on this one. I'm so tired of people who've been civilians their whole life talking about who a rat and who wasn't a rat. I love that Clifford Harris let them know, baby, I got your paperwork and my paperwork is online. It's easy to call somebody a rat, but do the paperwork line up? Because unless your name is on somebody's court papers, you're not no rat. You're not no rat. But people like to run with that, and it's always somebody like Curtis, like $50. Or it's another, somebody that ain't never been off the porch in their life. They done had to live their whole life on the porch. You ain't did nothing. You ain't busted a grape in a fruit fight. You ain't did nothing. But all of a sudden, these lames, these L7s, and shout out to the L7s, because that is not a diss. That is a blessing that you listened and you did the right thing. But if you are an L7, I repeat, if you are an L7 and you ain't never so much as busted a grape in a fruit fight, please refrain from conversations concerning names on paperwork when you ain't never had no paperwork. Just saying. Peanut say, I think T.I. was being playful until 50 took it to the next level. He was being playful. He was. Yeah. Say, yep. You know, if you know, I studied rap for a living. Yeah, I study rap battles for a living. That's why him and Aubrey is good friends. That's why they could be butt buddies, because they on the same type of time. When men run at them, they run to women. A man run at you, you run to a woman. And that's what he did. We're going to get to the next slide and we're going to see. Right. We're going to get to the next slide and we're going to see that, you know, we could see why he advised Aubrey to do lawsuits and thought it was cute for Aubrey to go running at women, because that's what he do. So he posted Tiny. She performing, her skirt had flew up or whatever. So you posting Tiny trying to make Tiny look bad or shame Tiny. We already know what Tiny looked like. We already know what Tiny looked like, and whatever she looked like, I know she wasn't over there hunching random male prostitutes for Puffy for $10,000 a month. I know she wasn't doing that. Y'all want to name what else she wasn't doing? Y'all want to name what else she wasn't doing? Huh? She wasn't over there screwing random male prostitutes for Puffy, letting people put their bodily fluids all over her. And then she got to go give him a bath while she stay dirty, cook his food, feed him, and rub his feet, all for $10,000 a month. We know Tiny wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing that. She wasn't on the witness stand crying because the black girl that Puffy was going with didn't have to do that, and she did. She also wasn't on the witness stand crying, talking about all the money all together that she got from a billionaire only totaled $150,000. Tiny didn't do that, because I can promise you, Wild Horses or the Hounds of Hell couldn't have got me to admit nothing like that. How you laying up hunching a man, and he got you hunching random male prostitutes from the four corners of the earth for $10,000 a month? Girl, you could have got that from a dope boy from Marion County. You could have got that and might not have had to even give up no cat. But that was 50 Cent baby mammy was doing. See, $50 like to run at women, but he forget that you were sleeping with a whole pro. You got a baby with a professional. Did you get that baby tested like your buddy Drake? See, Drake knew he was sleeping with a professional. How many tests did Drake say he had on that little boy? 3-4 DNA tests. Hey, Brandon. We doing good, boo. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. For peanuts, yes. Wasn't even boiled peanuts either. You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. A cheap professional. Baby, listen. We not gonna knock her for keeping her prices reasonable. She thought that was gonna give her longevity. You know, if she priced it low enough, she get return customers. See, I wouldn't be successful because I wouldn't even know how to begin to keep my prices reasonable. Yeah, but you know, she's a professional. Adrian Marie, thank you for being number 72. See, Tiny ain't did none of that. But here you go. The man asked for a verses. You didn't want to do the verses because you scary, because you know your catalog is a joke sitting next to Mr. Harris. You called him a rat, and he told the truth. See, this is where I got to look at. This is one of the reasons I got to look at $50 funny. See, at the end of the day, when he talked about the paperwork, you should have put your paperwork up 50. $50, 2 quarters, 10 dimes. Huh? Why you ain't put the paperwork up? At that point, okay, let me try to explain this. See, apparently, when you get too far north of the Mason-Dixon line, you so far away from your culture, you don't know how your people move. See, you've been up there with them other people, and you thinking that this is just some New York stuff where you playing around with people who came here with papers and stuff and cards and stuff. But your people, the people where you come from, we don't move like that. If somebody make an accusation and we start talking about facts and evidence, you supposed to put your evidence up. When somebody mentioned court papers, you bring your court papers. Why 50 mouth almighty, tongue everlasting didn't say, show me the court papers while I was talking. Or did you not do that? Because you know the court papers show that you was talking. Is that why you ain't say show me the papers? Is that why you ain't say show me the papers, 10 nickels? That's why. Ian the court junkie, what's going on? But because you couldn't say show me my court papers, show me the court papers, show me my name on anybody court papers. Instead of you saying that, because that's the proper response. See this right here, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on to the next slide. This is when we find out who black for real. This is when we find out who black for real. Quiet Storm say we need 10 more likes to be on the money. Y'all get me halfway there and we're going to call another lottery number. This one we find out who black for real. 50, if you was black for real, you would have known the proper response is show me my name on anybody paperwork. That's the standard. Is God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. It's just that standard. It's a standard that's given out of the Christ who the head of my life. It's standard. Nobody shouldn't have to coach you through that. But because you couldn't say, show me my name on the paperwork, you went to the women. Just like your butt buddy, Aubrey. Let me find out you an ice man too. Yeah, we always ask for proof. We always ask for proof. And the fact that Tip took it to the paperwork because he's black, for real. Nobody had to coach him. You call him a rat, he's like, my name ain't on nobody paperwork, but I know who paperwork your name on. You didn't even say show it to me. 50, you show you black. Where your mom and daddy from? You know, we certified over here. We gotta ask questions these days. Because there's a lot of people pretending to be us that ain't us. Curtis, where your mom and daddy from? Brandon say, like Tip said in the new disc, 50 back down from whites, but quick to bash our culture. Oh, yes. But not just the culture. He quick to bash them women. When he got a problem with the men, he go to the women. Even say, well, he know his name on job paperwork. Boom. And that's why everybody run around, oh, he wanna beef. But did you really though? Because you knew that boy was still under federal investigation. You knew it was a whole lot. He couldn't even say to rebut you in his rhymes because the feds was watching him. Let's not go back down memory lane. Because if we get into it, Curtis, 5 dimes, 10 nickels, Curtis. Your catalog can't even beat Ja Rule. Your catalog can't beat Ja Rule. Hey, Catherine Bennett. It can't. But that's all right. Next slide. Hold on. Let me put my big old mouth back down here at the bottom. Next slide. But yeah, he disrespected Tiny for no reason. Tiny ain't said your name.
Go put some flowers on that bitch grave, nigga. Man, nigga posting my mama a motherfucking legend. Your mama a motherfucking J, nigga.
Ooh.
Stop, man. Don't never think you can get on this motherfucking level and you can compete with us, nigga. We on a whole different ball game, nigga. We got a whole different type of level of respect around here, nigga. You get on that do that bitch ass shit, nigga. You a hoe ass nigga, nigga. I would say that shit to your face, nigga. Nigga, man, nigga not going.
And what's hilarious is while King do resemble a wild thornberry, y'all know he ain't lying. King ain't got good sense, and he would say that to his face. He would, and he not wrong. You know, normally I'd be like, yeah, don't jump, don't go too crazy, but I can't even say that. Quiet Storm say, y'all got me halfway there. Peanut, text me a like lottery number. Y'all know the like lottery. When you hit the like button, keep your number, because when I call it, you got 2 minutes. Okay, Tiny stay in a woman place. She don't never get into men stuff like she shouldn't. I believe King. You better believe him. King look like he'll bite through a chain link fence and tear you up. King look like he need to have a chain around his neck and attached to a spike in the front yard. That boy looked like he will get loose, climb that fence, and tear you to smithereens. The like number is 52. Like number 52. Peanut has called it. It is 41. Y'all got the 43 after the hour. Whoever has like number 52, report to the chat with your like number and your cash app. You have 2 minutes. I'm going to call it 44 after because the time just changed. 44 after. All right. Here you go.
Nigga not going. Now what the fuck you gonna do about that? Nigga not going. I don't give a fuck about how a nigga play it. Nigga not going. Nigga posting my mama like your mama ain't dead as fuck. Go put some flowers on that bitch grave, nigga. Go put some flowers on that bitch grave, nigga. Man, nigga post bitch ass nigga wanna say something about my mama. Your mama dead as fuck, nigga. Your mama dead as fuck. Go dig her up. Go dig her up. Fuck. Post a picture of your motherfucking mama, nigga. She dead, nigga. Pay respect, nigga. Stop fucking playing with my mama, nigga. Nigga ain't playing like that. Nigga ain't going like that, nigga. How y'all bitch ass niggas raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama, nigga. I'm not going, nigga. So tell your dead ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my motherfucking mama, nigga. Oh, fuck wrong with you, nigga? Y'all niggas better tie y'all motherfucking shoes. Y'all niggas don't know who the fuck y'all fucking with, nigga. You better put that music up and nigga shut the fuck up, nigga. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it. On my mother. Your mama dead as fuck, nigga. Dig that bitch up. Nigga not going. Nigga not going.
So y'all see how King feel about it. I understand. Yeah, King ain't got good sense. King look like he would chew through 50 Cent ankle. And 50 know he old. 10 dimes is old as hell. And he know good and well if that wild Thornberry get loose and get hope to him and get the chewing on that doggone ankle and kneecap, Curtis out here. Ian say, Auntie, we nominate you to the corner. Tell me your favorite snack. You know what? I would like a bag of Funyuns. Nephew, I would. I have been sent to the corner by my nephew. He does have a wrench, and I'm going. Okay, moment of silence for me. Because I don't have no bond money. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Yeah, Ian sent me to jail. Yeah. King has the right to protect his mom, and he does. Yeah. I ain't gonna say nothing else for a whole 30 seconds. I'm just read y'all comments. I've been put in jail. I'm gonna be put in jail. Look, Brandon, that's what he said. I'm not gonna say nothing. I can't say how many more seconds I got. I'm in lockup. I'm in lockup. How much more time I got before I EOS when I release? Ian say bag of Funyuns on the delivery. Thank you. Appreciate you. I have been arrested. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows my sorrow. Am I out of jail yet? Anybody? I'm trying to do my time like a law-abiding citizen. Hold on. Let me see when I got sent. Let me check the time. 42. Okay, I'm out. But yeah, at the end of the day, the boy ain't wrong. Miss D said, I'm sorry, King is mentally challenged. Look, I mean, it don't matter what he looked like. Look at his bite radius. You talking about look at the bite radius. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the bite. Look at that boy mouth. Look. He said, baby, I wouldn't piss off nobody with that many veneers. When he bites you, he not letting go. And he looked like he got a strong jawbone too. That's the most I seen him talk. Yeah. That wild Thornberry get a hold of you. I know, first of all, King come anywhere near me. I got a stick by the front door, and I got some pepper spray, and you know, whatever you use on something that'll bite you like that. Michael Alexander said, can anyone tell me what the music fit to come out with in the words of Cat Williams? Go ahead, I'll wait. Child, not a doggone thing. The message was clear. It was clear. King going off like them burritos dogs. Listen, man. Hey, I believe him. Brittany Monique said, I know he got TMJ. Got to. I know a bag of cracklings hate to see him coming. I know a bag of cracklings hate to see him coming. Like he chewed through metal. I told you, look like that boy. That boy looked like he'll eat through a chain link fence and tear your tail out the frame. 50 know good and well you can't. You can't outrun him. We are old, Curtis. We're old. You're older than me. You can't outrun him. He gonna catch you, and then your ankle's gone. We're gonna go from calling you 5 dimes to 5 toes, because that's all you're gonna have left, and it's gonna be your fault too, bothering this boy mama.
Now what the fuck you gonna do about that? Nigga not going. I don't give a fuck about how nigga play it. Nigga not going.
If my wife look like that, may God bless America. If my wife
So then he posted this thing where people was
look like that,
clowning China. Y'all remember when
may
that
God bless America.
They was in the
if
house
my wife
or whatever, and they caught Tiny waking up, caught a bad picture. So he gonna repost this and added them people and said, "You up? It's lit. Put it in the comment section, Branson Cognac or whatever." So he still with Tiny. T.I. tearing your head off. King done tore your head off. You still running at the woman. You got a man your age and a young Negro that's way younger than you. Notice he ain't saying nothing to the men. He's still interested in the woman. Okay.
Who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
He attacked women. Women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit.
The rapper with the gang.
Hold on, I got to get past the music. I don't know why the news do that.
Face after jumping into the crowd in search of someone who threw a water bottle at him during a surprise concert at this club in May of 2004. Who admitted.
So this what King posted. Like, you've been attacking women, and I never liked 50 Cent, and I stand on that. He ain't made but one song I like his whole catalog. And so when King posted this, he said, "All you do is apply pressure to females. Bring that smoke to the chimney, F-Nig. It's just getting started." So at this point, it's being, they making it clear. Like, you running at the woman, and these men is the ones who calling your name and ringing your. Okay. Now that's what's going on. At the end of the day, he said, "We knocking on your door and ringing your bell. Hope you're not impatient after waiting so very long." So then T.I. done put out a whole diss track. And if I have to cut it, then when y'all go back, you see a black this wide.
here in the eyes and move your dick sucker. Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a big sucker. To me, you just a small man in a big shell. Bitch made ass nigga need pigtails. You take no issue with them white boy. It's only our people that you find to be an eyesore. Huh? Duckin' Smoke, he won't even stand up for a legacy. I guess it cause he see a shit to fight for.
So we're not gonna play all of that. But what I will say is T.I. apparently had a whole lot to get off his chest, and I ain't heard no lies yet. Telling this grown rusty Negro he need pigtails is heinous. It's very heinous. Absolutely. But and you would think that would be all, but it's not all. It's not all. So we got more. So let me make sure I start from where it started. I don't want to miss nothing. Okay. So, okay, I ain't missed nothing. Let's go. So King still got something to say. Okay, so King posted and said, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson got shot 9 times and did nothing. That's true. You didn't do nothing. No, you didn't. This little Kim, after she refused to go on a date with him, had to duck shots because of it and started making memes. Got smoked by Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle. He did. That's true. That's all true. Talked tough and then ducked the beef with Fat Joe because he knew he couldn't F with it. Okay, now that's terrible. He said he couldn't mess with overweight Joseph on a street level. Okay, that is a criminal Hispanic. Yes, it is. Then he said, got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West on his 3rd album. This is all true, y'all. These are all facts. Knew he couldn't F with Rick Ross musically. Sure couldn't. Rick Ross and them knocking knees be knocking your speakers. That's true. So he resorted to making skits. reposted a SEX tape of Tierra Marie just because, has publicly disrespected Ashanti, Sierra, Vivica Fox, etc. for no reason. All true. Duck T.I. in a versus battle, call him a snitch, even though he's the known federal informant. That's true. Makes fun of T.I.'s wife as if we don't know his track record with women. Yeah, he got babies with a whole prostitute. Yeah. Criticizes rappers for publicly speaking on politics and religion, but his coward A won't stand for anything, even though he's a known Trump supporter. Right, because I feel like if you stand with Trump and what Trump doing, then stand on it. But he won't even do that. He helps produce a documentary on Diddy's transgressions, but won't speak on his own history of domestic and abuse. Daphne Joy, the same one, his prostitute baby mama. That one, y'all remember Daphne Joy? Y'all remember her? She Curtis 10 Nichols Jackson, 5 Nichols Jackson had abused her. He had extremely abused her. And he don't want to speak on that. He didn't even say nothing about that. And his first baby mama, the pretty black girl, she confirmed that the girl had said that before. Then King said, makes fun of other rappers' families, but his older son hates him and calls him a deadbeat. His younger son was living in a house that Diddy was paying for. That's all true. Because the month, and that's what the girl was hunching for the 10 grand a month, and Diddy was paying it. He buried his older sons. He burned his older son's mother's house. Diddy had his younger son's mother prostituting herself in the freak off parties. The list of people he's disrespected over the years is endless. He came into the game creating unnecessary controversy, and darn near 30 years later, he's still the same, an attention whore. Oh my. So yeah, that's what had happened. That's what King had done posted. Yeah. So it's two diss tracks out. Two diss tracks out from T.I. You had War and the Right One. Now, this is a nice little segue into the next verses. Okay, because that was the entire Harris family versus Curtis 5 Nichols Jackson. Now, you got an artist that was working for J. Cole. So it's J. Cole versus his former artist, y'all. J folds what the children call him, because that's what he do. Anytime it's direct smoke, he folds like laundry. This person said, Kamal. I got a partner, we call him Camus, but this the boy here, I'm sure he's Kamal. He said, man, J. Cole tried to force me to draw him child, PORN. I'd rather just have a mean boss for real. So I'm like, wow, this is some disturbing stuff to just drop on out there. Did J. Cole wanted you to draw him pictures, nasty pictures of little children? I don't know that I've ever heard that before. And to be honest, I don't know who could make something like that. Now, this person, Nori, said, now it's going to be, hold on, I guess we got to start at the bottom. No. Let's just start where we start. So this Nori or Maury person says, now it's going to be a conceited director that doesn't understand boundaries or ethics. I don't say this to discourage you, but there will be challenges with every career, regardless of your worth, and now you can create without obligation. Because this Kamal person said he requested naked underage girls. I drew covered up girls with implied nudity. See there? It's getting weird. And he posted one of the pictures that he asked him to draw. Oh, hey, Jesus. So the young man posted an example and said, so I had to learn to compromise with evil. I drew a bunch of girls taking nude selfies, but the way I angled the camera covered all the naughty parts. I didn't feel, but this is evidence in the album booklet where one of the sketches actually made it in. Oh, Lord. So these is tweets. These is tweets from 2018. Help me, Lord. I thought this was going to be lightweight. I was wrong, y'all. I'm sorry. Where J. Cole in 2018 said, thank you, those are timeless covers. Not shocked because I had a vision for it. You had a vision for it. Kamal brought the vision to life and took it even further with the kids. Oh, wow. So he did request that. This Kamal person says, I misquoted. I did all the album artwork. Cole was the art director. The discrepancy came when he used the art that was meant to be album art for merch instead to make an extra profit. Here you can see I'm credited as illustrator while Cole is the director. Okay, I guess somebody was trying to split hairs. He then said, also, this is about the children on the album cover, which he asked for. Since the album is Kids on Drugs, he titled the album that. He asked for kids to be portrayed. Here he's expressing excitement for how I portrayed his vision. Ooh, child. Kamal said, I'm muting all of this. I'm not exercital. You know, the correct people who to contact me have my number. Somebody talking about defamation suit gonna be crazy, and he was like, child, can't wait. So apparently he got proof for the stuff he's saying, and I told y'all right now it's everybody versus everybody. Everybody versus everybody. But that ain't all. We got more. Y'all would think that would be all. I'm sure at this point y'all want this to be all, but it ain't. Everybody is going. I was supposed to start at the bottom one first. You know your mom ain't good with this stuff. Everybody is tussling. Everybody tussling. That's why J. Cole dropped out the battle. Ooh! I just took my watch off. Belize and JB almost made me throw my watch. That would make sense. Yep, them predators moving flocks. Got to go back to quoting Kendrick. Doggone it, we just got people to stop quoting Kendrick. Now, Baby King done dropped his album Casino. It's this is in there. Can this not straight this, but a shot a Young Thug and Keem done took shots. Is right. Everybody taking shots. Is everybody versus everybody. My nerves up my pressure. Now, Belize and JB say that's why J. Cole done dropped out the battle, and the Baby say them predators do move in flocks. I am done. I remember the 2018 cover for the KOD, and the art looks the same. And that's the one who illustrated it, that Kamal fella. And he said that J. Cole wanted to churn naked. He wanted naked churn. And he wasn't comfortable. He's like, I can put clothes on them and make it look like they was trying to show something, but he wasn't comfortable drawing naked churn. Quiet Storm say, this would explain why he didn't want to beef with K-Dot. He saw how the Canadian princess got exposed. Before the got exposed. Before the Ice Princess got exposed, he had already apologized. It's like somebody must have whispered in his ear. Ab-Soul or one of them told him, like, don't you say that, you better go apologize to that Negro, because he got out before anything happened. And come to think of it, Quiet Storm, I'm gonna ask all y'all real quick before we move on to the next verses. Everybody versus everybody. Was it not me who named him the Ice Princess from Canada? I was the one that named him the Ice Princess, right? Yes, that was me, right? You know, so many people imitate me. Sometimes I forget what I say, but I could have swore I was the one who named him the Ice Princess from Canada. Even say, mind you, I super enjoyed the album. The Kids on Drugs have to do with any of them songs. That's odd. I did, right? Do I need to sue him for calling this the garbage he put out recently, the Iceman stuff? Is he trying to steal from me? You know, we got to watch him because he got sticky fingers. Now, I called you an Ice Princess. I didn't call you no Ice Man. You're not a man. Okay, Aubrey? You're the Ice Princess. Now, I ain't going to come after you because you changed one word. But I know where you got it from. Okay, Ice Princess. I'll sit king on you. I'll sit king on you. He'll chew your kneecaps off and steal your wig. Watch it. Watch it, Aubrey. Watch it. You know I don't like you. Watch it. Okay? Now, while we getting ready to get into Cardi B versus the politicians, everybody versus everybody, real quick, this another versus, okay? This the cartels versus the U.S. border. If you happen to have any of your people in the country of Mexico, whatever you want to call it, right? Start praying. The people is trapped over there. The cartel, one of their cartel leaders got picked up. I think they say the DEA got him. And I'm glad, because I'm tired of y'all shipping dope over here. Keep it over there, okay? Y'all want y'all country raggedy? Great. It's wonderful. Keep it like that. Stop shipping it over here. And they got one of the cartel leaders in Puerto Vallarta, okay? And they say that they are turning trucks sideways and setting them on fire so that the people can't leave. And some of them people from here, that still want to carry behind over there, knowing how these people feel about us, they over there, you know, they trapped. And there's some Canadians that's over there trapped, you know, and all of that. And now they saying that they know the Canadian government ain't gonna do nothing to help them, and they counting on the American government to help them. What you counting on us for? He's sitting up there talking trash about us too. Now that things done got, in the words of Dusty Rhodes, may he forever rest in peace, things done got funky like a monkey. Now y'all looking for America. Leave America alone. Leave America alone. Because see, now we ain't got to worry about nobody sneaking across the border, because the cartel people say they finna turn the vans and trucks sideways and light them on fire. They got a lot of the roads blocked. They say some of the people done left their house, try to get food and stuff, and they can't get back because, you know, they stopping them along the road, blocking off the roads, burning up all the stuff. Burn, all that. Yep. Vets say, oh, they was trying to burn down Costco too. And for all the people that say, oh, open the border, let everybody in, they would be doing that here. Okay? And our folks done found them, you know, they've been using drones at the border, still trying to find ways to sneak people across that border, and the people ain't playing with them. And so now, Don and his lace front said that they finna take care of it, because one of the senators over there in Mexico is snitching on their president, Claudia, and she said Claudia be taking money from her people, and that's why she ain't doing nothing. And the senator lady, I don't know what her name, you know, I can't speak, I don't speak of the Española. Anyway, she say that they want Trump to help, but the president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, don't want nobody to help. Trump done said they're gonna do something real soon. Don't worry about it with all them drones. So they say they be deploying thousands of drones every month, trying to find a way to get across that border. And Trump them say they finna do something. Now y'all know when they went down there to Venezuela, let me just tell y'all, they was acting like the American Negroes. At this point, I feel like the American Nig, the Nig is the American mascot at this point. The mascot is no longer the eagle. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. I don't know if y'all know. I'm gonna just let you know. The American mascot is no longer the bald eagle. It is the Negro. It's the American Negro. That is the mascot of America. And I know that to be the fact. I can prove it. Because when they went down there to get Maduro, I saw the footage. And them boys went down there playing Chief Keef. They was playing Love Sosa. They was playing Chief Keef and went down there like a thief in the night, snatched him up and put him in a tracksuit and brought him back up here. Nike Tech, and brought him back up here. Him and the way. All I can say, if you got 10 people over there, you should have tried to tell them don't go. But if they there, y'all better pray for them, because I don't know how they gonna get out. And you know, now I don't know whether Trump gonna tell them to play Chief Keef this time. I don't know if they're going down there playing Kendrick. I don't know if they're gonna go down there playing some DMX. You know, they might play some Locks, some Mobb Deep. It's anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess. Let me tell it. Y'all better hope they don't play no Ray Vaughn, because that's an angry, violent young man. I just know it's a digital anklet in his future somewhere. If they put on some Ravon and go down there, it's gonna be a problem. Now that's all I'm telling you. By the time they not playing, traditional country music and rock and roll, ain't no AC/DC, scream, ain't none of that going on. They went down there to Chief Keef. When they go to Mexico, if they put on some Ravon or some some Jeezy, some Gucci, I'm just gonna be honest, it don't look good for them. It don't look good for them. So yeah, if you got people over there, just go ahead and pray for them. And if they find a way or they tell you somebody can help them get home, help them. Send them whatever money you can. Even say everybody hate us, right? So help yourself. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Yes, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. That's right. Encourage yourself in the Lord. That's what. Listen, I don't know them people, but that's a senator from over there. She said not just President Claudia Scheinbaum. She said everybody in that particular political party is what she called narco politicians, that they collect money from the cartel, and that's why they protect the cartel people. That's what she said on the news. That's what she said. So if any of your people is over there and they be like, hey, somebody say $300 or $400, they can sneak me into Guatemala and maybe they can come home from there, get them people the money, because they're not lying. They trapped over there. HELEL said the cartel people got everybody on payroll, even our border patrol. Claudia's scared of them, her darn self. But that's the thing. They ain't got our border patrol on payroll no more. That's why they mad. Oh, they done sent them good old boys down there. Now it's a wrap. They don't like nobody that don't look like Wonder Bread. Cat, hey girl, thank you for being number 90. Lord Quiet Storm say they might play Boosie Set It Off. They might. Now, if they play Boosie's, okay, y'all in the chat, tell me what they might go down there playing while we pull up what's going on with Cardi and the people. What y'all reckon they might play? You might be on to something with Boosie and Set It Off. That might be it. That might get them crunk. That might, it depends on how mad they are. If they play Nuck If You Buck, because you know how y'all act with Nuck If You Buck. You know how y'all get to acting. We knucking and bucking and ready to fight. So they might go Nuck If You Buck. No. See, Set It Off. You say, if they give us the footage from their aerial, attack, and you hear them playing Boosie Set It Off, then you already know. Y'all called it here first. I don't know. But clearly we are the official mascot of this country at this point. We are. Anybody who denied is a hater. We are the mascot. We the mascot. Them people literally hate our guts in this country. Everybody hate Black Americans, but we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. Anything we do, it becomes the brand. Catherine said they might do Party Up. Yeah, now party Up will get you crunk too. Party Up will get you crunk. I can see them, sliding across there, dropping bombs. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody know. I can see them going down there on that. I can see that. Set It Off still kind of hit different. They, if they play some old Gucci, Fat Gucci. If they play Fat Gucci, that could get it. What about Clips? They could play some Clips. Clips might get it, yeah. I don't know. But, considering that we are the mascot, we have so many, apparently battle songs that they could play. I didn't even know our music doubled as battle songs, but I guess it does. I mean, I'm just saying. For all we know, they could play, pop. They can play some Tupac. I can see that. Hit them up. It's possible. So yeah, y'all, pray for your people if they over there. If they ask for some money, they not lying. They in trouble and they trapped. Them people is turning vans and trucks sideways and lighting them on fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Okay. And people talking about open the border, let them all in. So they could do that to us. So we could be sitting in our house, and next thing you know, it's vans blocking Mississippi on fire. And we are not like them people. We're not going to sit in the house and be scared. Then we going to have all our children at the door, toting them things, fighting in the middle of the street. We can't have that. We can't have that. So they got to keep that down there. They got to keep that down there. So now let's get into it. Let's share the screen again. Because is going at it. She's going at it with the people at the house now. Candy Butler, thank you for the super sticker, boo. Thank you so much for number 5. BBA2 Miss Red say DMX, don't you ever. I mean, is that a good one? Is that a good one for, you know, for them to go down there and drop bombs? Even say, did you see the breakdown of how the bots were used? Is crazy and spot on, I think. Oh yes, I did see that. You know, I try my best not to even give news on Onika, because I just don't care for her. But I did say, you know, I don't really care for Onika. Some 3-6 Mafia. Yeah, I can see some of that. What about some 8-Ball and MJG? I mean, since we going there, we could definitely have some 8-Ball and MJG, some Tila, some Pope Pimp. I'm just saying, you know, we're gonna go old school. A matter of fact, wait a minute, we overlooking. I know we got Baton Rouge, but we don't overlook New Orleans. What we got everything out of No Limit that we could use. We ain't even got to just use the music. Y'all can let Michael Tyler out of jail and drop him over there. He said help the bell. You drop him over there with the cartel people and see if they don't try to deport him. Turn him loose, because something wrong with him too. Turn him loose down there. Put him down there. That's what we need to start doing. With these out of control Negroes that can't be trusted and they're not safe to be in civilized society. Why don't we in countries of people to come over here, breaking your neck to come over here? We need who in charge of Mr. Cassell? Well, we could let him out. Put him down there. Put him down there. That's where you put him, because something wrong with that. If there's ever been something wrong with somebody, put him down there. I can think of a few more you need to put down there. You're talking. Now that we thinking about it, y'all get a list together. Trump be so happy black people talking to him, he might take the list and use it. Hey, Miss Lovely T, thank you for being number 91. He be so happy black people talk to him. Yeah, Venezuela sent they inmates here. Let's send ours. That we up here being civilized. We got some of the worst criminals on the planet. We got some dastardly Negroes that we need to get rid of. Yeah, them ones up here attacking women, biting them in the face and stuff because they don't want to give them their phone. Put it back. Yeah. They keep sending all their stuff over here. We need to export some stuff to y'all too. I'm finna share the screen. But one of y'all get a list together. And which one of y'all got to talk real good? I don't talk that good. I mess it up. I say something wrong. One of y'all put a list together. We need to try. I'm dead serious too. We got prisons. We got more prisons than schools. Y'all compile a list of our most heinous inmates. Death row and all of them. Ship them down there. Send half of them down there and send the other half to Africa. The people that's breaking their neck to get over here, no. Y'all want a taste of America? We'll bring it to you. We deliver. That's what we need to do. Yeah, I like that. One of y'all get me a good list, and one of y'all good talking Negroes call up there to the White House and tell them something. Y'all know I ain't gonna say it right. Yes, Miss Niecy, Mystical is dangerous as hell. Why you think I said we need to send him down there to the people? Send him down there. What we keeping him for? You want him? You want him, sis? I don't want him. We deliver. 30 minutes or it's free. No matter when, matter of fact, no matter when it arrives, it's free. You ain't even got to pay. We deliver. Sick of these cotton picking people. So now look at this. There's some more people I'm sick of. Okay. Yes, sir. Miss Niece is talking about mystical dangerous. That's exactly why we want him gone. Don't say it too loud. They won't take him. So look what this in here say. A Trump advisor. I'm probably finna mess up his last name. Don't y'all clown me. Trump advisor Alex Berkowitz simply walks back his claims that Cardi B is connected to Nicki Minaj bot allegations after Cardi promises to sue. Yeah, he tried it, baby. And y'all know Belle Khalees, Al Minzar will put your tail on some court papers. She ain't playing with you. Anybody can get court papers from Belle Khalees. Okay, I want to get to the beginning, and let's begin the begin. Let's begin the begin. So the first slide say Cardi B threatened to effing sue Trump advisor Alex Berkowitz for claiming she is connected to Nicki Minaj bot controversy. She said, "Get familiar with my game, and you had better, because what we'll do is have your behind." It's pure litigation. Now, Trump probably could pay it for you, but we don't know if he will. We don't know if he will. Okay, you might be cutting into his lace front budget, and that might not be the best thing for you to do. So Cardi says, first of all, I don't keep track of my agent's investments. That's none of my business. What I did do, however, was woke up to you, including me, in bullshniggity. So I had to hop on the phone and do my research to see what your weird asinine was talking about. Second, why you not mentioning all of the other investors and customers and whatever else that's meant to be on your side, but you're not questioning them? Instead, you want to talk about rivals. Baby, this is not 2018 anymore, so you late. I'm on a sold out tour and don't give a F about none of what your people got going on. America got so many issues. Businesses is closing. Homeowners is slashing the prices on their homes. Interest rates are high. Yet Trump advisor is arguing on Twitter with female rappers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is America. Well, all right, Belle Khalees, you ain't say nothing that was inadequate or incorrect. All right, let's see where it goes. He responds. He said, "You're right, at Cardi B. You're not crashing out at all. You're eloquently making your points, as exhibited by yet another classy response from you with a laughing emoji." So here he go with the microaggressions. She didn't crash out. She just told you about your tail. That said, you initially tweeted that you had no affiliation with anyone involved in Kyabra or Sayabra. Now you shifted your narrative and appear to have a remarkably detailed understanding of the company. Well, she had to look into it if you made accusations. Why did you first claim no connection to Mike G? I'm not addressing the data because I don't believe it was gathered honestly. The story's implication is that Nicki Minaj and MAGA are paying for bots to boost her, which I simply don't buy. I also doubt the data's validity, given how intertwined with individuals linked to her rivals. This circles right back to my original point. Okay, so he tried to double down. Okay, I guess he want to be a man and win his field. Here we go. Cardi B, Miss Al Minzar said, you involved me and disturbed me for no reason. Ain't no white man about to sit here and gaslight me like I'm crashing out when you should have left me the F alone. You want to involve me so bad? Huh? For what? You want to involve me so bad for what? But don't want to talk about none of the facts? You want to talk about representation? Why don't you mention Mike G also represents Lil Wayne? Isn't that your friend, CEO? Listen, this sounds like a battle. Isn't Elon Musk a customer of Cyabra? Why you not replying to the fact that that's real data? That's y'all using bots. wait, hold on. That's y'all. Is that one of the words is black dot? Y'all gotta help me. I don't got ish to do with their story. Keep me out of it. Oh, let's keep going. Then he says, not entirely sure what you're going to sue me for. LOL. I didn't say you were involved. I simply correctly pointed out that your rep, Mike G, is on the advisory council. But you said he's not representing other people. Like he's only her rep, because you were absolutely trying to point that at her. And the firm that released the report on Nicki Minaj, you crashing out. Given the history between you two, I think it's an important fact that Politico omitted from their story. Where if your beef is with Politico and Mike G, why are you using that lady name like he don't represent other people? Okay, so he showed like the screenshot or picture or whatever. And so she's gonna sue him. And he tried to say walked it back or whatever, but at the end of the day, all I can say is he's gonna mess around and end up getting sued. White male privilege don't do what it used to do. It don't do what it used to do. I know y'all was counting on that and everything. Can we be honest? Y'all know I don't really necessarily talk politics on this channel because I don't have time for people being emotional and pissing me off. But what I will tell you is white folk gonna have to accept the fact that half of your white people done turned against y'all. Okay, let's be honest. All right, so we all know this is America. All right, America was built on racism. Put a 1 in the chat if you can agree, because I got to make sure we all on the same page here. One band, one sound. America was built on racism. You know, racism is the American brand, just like Negroes is the American mascot. Put the 1 in the chat if y'all know where I'm coming from, because we're going to call a thing around here. We're going to call a thing around here. Okay? Because, see, me, I'm tired. I see the ones rolling in. Okay, because I want to make sure we're together. And I'm going to ask y'all periodically to put stuff in the chat to make sure that we still on the same page. All right? Yeah. So racism is the brand, right? And up until maybe the last 50, 60 years ago, it's been us and y'all. Y'all don't like us. We know you don't like us. We generally don't care. We just want to be left alone. You know, that's kind of black folk brand. Leave us the hell alone. And nobody wants to do it, right? But half of your team, white people, has broke off from y'all because y'all got the same objective, but you want to go about things differently. Alex, okay? So what we have is half of your white counterparts that think the way to eradicate harm and suppress and oppress Negroes is by using immigrants, Democrats. The other half of your people is on the same side with you, and they think the way to oppress, harm, suppress, hurt Negroes is by your good old-fashioned, vanilla, right in your face racism. See, y'all have a difference in ideology, and that's a good one. Yes, that would be C Murder and Snoop Dogg with down. This is from down for my niggas, for my hitters. Yeah, that's a good one for them to go over the border with. Y'all have a fundamental disagreement on ideology and on the best on the best possible way to hurt, harm, suppress, and do away with Negroes. See how that works? And because white folks is so unhinged, they're so accustomed to having their way, they can't even stand for their own people to oppose them. They can't stand for their own people to tell them no. Now they all out in the streets whooping the hell out of each other. They pow-powing each other. I mean, a boom, chicka boom, and a whap, 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 and a throwing a rock, and a bam you on your head. I mean, they tearing each other out the frame. And they mad as hell right now because it's like, well, wait a minute. We was hoping the American Negro would come out here and we could just use their bodies for our violent tendencies. We could just take all our violence out on, they won't come out in the street. What is going on? We're supposed to be trying to beat and kill Negroes. Why y'all won't come out in the street? And meanwhile, y'all are still at each other's throats. Y'all can't even work together to get us because y'all doing this. So now you got Alex up here trying to dominate in a women's field. Women rappers ain't got nothing to do with you. You jumped out there trying to accuse her because you didn't like an article Politico put out. Threw her name in the mix, associated with a Mike G person who also represents Lil Wayne and several other people, because you were making that accusation. And now you up here being smug and taking pictures with your eyebrow pushed up in the air like you done had a mild stroke or TIA. And don't realize half y'all white judges ain't on y'all side no more, Alex. Half y'all judges is liberals. They the other side of the white folk. And they don't want to work with y'all on nothing because they got a plan to get rid of niggas, and y'all don't want to help them. Their plan is to bring in as many immigrants as possible, dump them in black neighborhoods, take away set-asides, and everything black people fought for themselves, fought tooth and nail, scraped and scrounged for themselves, and give it all to immigrants. And they felt like that was their way to express us, enforce flat blackness, erase our contributions, erase our history, our legacy, erase our culture while telling us we don't have one. That's their plan. And y'all don't want them to do their plan. You trying to throw out their tool to attack. So if you go to court, Alex, you know you run the risk of running into one of them judges that don't like you, because they got their own plan for hurting Negroes. And y'all can't make peace because just as much as they want to have their way, and they so unhinged, they freaking out, dyeing their hair 20 colors, putting a septum ring in their nose, saying crazy stuff. I don't care if they are raping and murdering, release them into the streets. Oh, what a time to be black and alive. Oh, what a time. Alex, you better stop. And see, Cardi B, oh, she represents everything a liberal judge like. She ain't from him. She got an accent. She real Democrat. Like, she down for the cause. She down for her hitters. If she go in that courthouse with them liberal judges, Alex, they gonna take every dime you got. They gonna take every dime you got. Because, Alex, the Republican side, y'all want to go with vanilla, in-your-face racism. Y'all up there iron clean outfits. Y'all ironing y'all hood to put on regalia. Y'all don't have no strategy, no finesse. The liberals say, look, we got finesse. We've been planning this. We've been bringing in people that look enough like Black Americans to tell them, oh, y'all all the same. We done slowly replaced the entire Congressional Black Caucus with people that ain't from their lineage, people who literally hate their guts and will vote against anything that'll help them. We got a sophisticated plot, and y'all up here finna mess it up, kicking the people out the country. Alex, don't go to court, baby. Don't go to court, because right now, the biggest versus is white on white crime. Y'all out here whooping the hell out of each other. Y'all tearing each other up and trying everything you can to put black people in the mix, and we ain't coming. This y'all, work this out. Okay? And see, right now, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I don't talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it real quick because we on this versus with Cardi versus Alex Bersowitz. I hope I'm saying his name right, or if I ain't, it don't matter. They happy to get her. They trying to play the Democrat game, but the Democrats are more sophisticated. The only black-looking celebrity that's willing to stand next to you and say all the stuff she's saying is somebody who's also a tether. You see, Republicans, you see, Alex, y'all are not smart. Y'all are not smart. You're not smart at all. So hopefully for his sake, he quit saying what he's saying, because if he don't know, like I know, Cardi gonna take him to court. And one of them judges from the left is gonna give her all your money. And you ain't like Tasha K. You ain't gonna be able to hide all your money. They gonna get your money, Alex. Adrian, yeah, they having trouble getting on the same page. The only thing they got in common is all of them hate us. And everybody looking at us like, what y'all gonna do? I'm gonna keep using my sacred edge renewing drops and my hair oil, and I'm gonna moisturize, and I'm gonna drink water, and I'm gonna take my electrolytes and my magnesium and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. They gonna take Alex money and say to the point they owe each other in their own houses, literally. Yes, they in their own houses. WWF action. They not speaking to their own mama them and stuff. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Y'all all came together. Y'all bonded over your hate for us. And now the same thing that brought you together is got y'all ripping each other apart. Same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. Yep, unaliving each other in the streets. The pow in the window. Pow on the street. And even and y'all notice, even when they pow each other, they taking slogans from black people. I say, well, God darn it, we really are the mascot. Say Her Name was about our people. That was about Sandra Bland them. That was about, you know, the young woman that they took her life in her house. This wasn't about y'all. They can't even come up with slogans. Even that they got to borrow from the mascot. Boy, when I tell you, God is funny, ain't he? Yeah, poor Alex. Alex gonna lose all his money. Alex, loan me $20 so she filed the papers. Before Cardi filed the papers, Alex, loan me $20. Loan me $20. I promise you. As soon as your trial finished, as soon as you get out of that court case, I'm gonna get it back. Breonna Taylor. I don't know why I couldn't say that baby name. But yeah, that was about our people. That ain't had nothing to do with them. They can't even come up with a slogan after they do it to each other. And then trying to turn it into some kind of political something. And the only thing we know how to say is race, but we all the same color. Okay, let's make it about black people. Hey, no, we still learning line dances, y'all. No. For the record, we ain't coming. And y'all, they mad about us not coming out there, ain't they? Yeah, using our slogans is delusion. Trying their best to get us in some stuff, and we ain't going. No. Well, listen, y'all. I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that this is all for the verses, because I honestly, y'all, I can't take no more. It's a little bit more. I don't even have the energy for Clarissa Shields and Franchon DeJean, Cruz DeJean, all that mess. I don't even feel like that was no real fight. At first, I thought they was really arguing, and I feel like it's possible that they staged all of that to try to get more people to tune into their fight. The fact that Zeus Network was involved is giving Clarissa want to be on a reality show really bad, and she'll do anything to get it done. The other girl was dancing around in front of the camera today. I just don't believe that it was real. I'm gonna be honest. So I don't even have the energy for that. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah, hopefully, y'all, that's it. If things get crazier, if all of the verses kick back up again, then I will be back tomorrow. I will be closely watching what goes on between T.I. And the Harris family versus 10 nickels and 5 dimes, 50 cents, half a dollar. Because to be honest, I'm just tired. Yeah, desperation at its finest for small coins. Big time for small coins. I'm tired, y'all. I don't know what else they got cooked up, but I hope they don't do nothing else tonight. Okay, even say the fact that y'all getting unalive because y'all privileged, let y'all think y'all can fight the police is delusion. Yes, that's what it is, because black people, we know we can't just jump out there and throw rocks at the police and hit them and spit on them and stuff. We know how that's gonna play out, but they don't know that they can't do that. Mm-hmm. Zeus Network really for who? I ain't got no Zeus Network subscription. Nope. Okay. Them people crazy. But look, I'm finna get off from here. Bianca, I'm finna check on you. But I'm finna get off from here, y'all. I wasn't even, to be honest, I didn't know how long we was gonna be in here. I didn't really clock it. It took me a while to get back home. I had to wait for a car to get back because I don't drive myself, especially not at night. Especially not at night. I probably should have considered what I went through getting there and that weird driver to drop me off, but I was blessed to have a saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled driver to drive me home. So I did feel safe. There was gospel music. The word was in there and everything. So I was very peaceful when I made it back home. But I didn't know how long it was going to take. Lord, Miss Nisa said it was a messy Monday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it ain't for us. No. Mm-mm. But it was messy, but we got it done. I didn't know how long it was going to take, y'all, but we made it. Thank you kindly. Thank y'all for being here. And you know what time it is. If you did not like this video on the way in, we'll go every single time we go live on this good channel. Okay. Now, if you're in Discord, you'll know ahead of time. Please join Discord if you haven't already, because I always let them know when I'm going live first. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because you know we're happy to have you here, okay? All right? And if you want to join channel membership, remember, there is a join button video and a membership link in the description box. Also in the description box, we got the link to my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time. Let's keep our daughters safe from the weirdos of the world, okay? The ones who wear wigs and the ones who do not. All right. And if you can't get one, if you go to Amazon and it's a little too steep for you, it's not expensive, but if you can't, my information is scrolling. If you contact me, I will personally see to it that you get a copy of Little Girl, Big World for free. Okay. One per household, because hey, auntie ain't rich, but I got you. All right. Now in the description box, we have the link for our merchandise store, so you can get your crown gear and represent for the royal family. We have the link. I was on storefront, so you can shop for your home just like I shop for mine. And we got the link for my wish list. So if you want to send support, you can, and that's the easiest way to do it. Because that kind of stuff means a lot. And I was bragging yesterday because Bianca sent me my grape Sour Patch Kids off my wish list. And it's one of the most beautiful, wonderful things in the world to me. It is my guilty, happy pleasure. And I love them, and I love her for doing that. So listen, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're heading to bed, good night, sweet dreams. Remember to say your prayers before that head hit the pillow. And when you get up tomorrow, remember to be positive and productive. Encourage the people around you by all means. And don't forget to encourage yourself. And remember, just in case nobody else says it to you, honey, God loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to you soon, okay? Bye.